For the past year, political insiders have been saying the same thing. They say that Democrats need to move towards the center if they want to win elections, that talking about immigration enforcement is risky, and that opposing ICE too directly will cost them elections. But a victory this week in New Jersey proves that entire argument might be completely wrong, at least for, this year's election. Progressives in New Jersey helped secure an electoral win by focusing directly around the opposition to ICE's aggressive enforcement. Let's slow down and talk about what happened and why it is so critical. Progressive Democrat Analia Mejia won a special Democratic primary for New Jersey's 11th congressional district this week. She won by less than 900 votes. But what's important to pay attention to is that she won with a very progressive stance on ICE and the injustices happening in our communities all over the U.S. She didn't tiptoe around the issue like most people. She ran on the issue. This was not a viral moment. This was not a cable news spin. This was months of local organizing community meetings, months of door knocking, and building coalitions between immigrant rights groups and labor activists. It was clear messaging about how deportation policies affect real families here in America. So instead of softening on the issue, they decided to lean into it and really own it. Now, here's why this matters. There is a real debate happening inside of the Democratic Party right now. Some strategists argue that to win nationally, Democrats need to talk less about immigration enforcement and more about cost of living, wages, and the economy. And I want to point out that that is very important to talk about because it is a very, very big problem. Others argue that you don't win by shrinking your message. You win by energizing your base and organizing your communities. This New Jersey race adds evidence to that second argument, but we need to be careful. One local victory does not automatically equal a national blueprint. New Jersey is not Arizona. It is not Georgia. It is not Wisconsin. Different states have different voter coalitions. So the real lesson here is not this works everywhere. The real lesson is this: organizing still works. When communities are organized around a clear issue and when candidates connect that issue to everyday life. And here is something else people need to understand. There is a difference between messaging and organizing. Okay, messaging is what you say on television. Organizing is what happens when neighbors talk to neighbors. This race suggests that when immigration enforcement is framed as a local community issue, not just a national culture war fight, right? It can mobilize voters instead of scaring them. That is the important context here, because a lot of political debate is happening in studios and on social media, but elections are still won on the ground. And this story right here shows that disciplined issues focused on organizing can translate into actual votes. That doesn't settle, national strategy debate, but it does challenge the idea that progressive immigration activism is automatically toxic at the ballot box. And in a political climate where many people feel like nothing they do even matters, that is important to hear. Participation still matters. Organization still matters. And local strategy still shapes outcomes. That's really the biggest picture here, people. Thank you for watching. I am Jared Zisser, and this is Ring of Fire. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications to make sure you are informed about everything important in progressive politics today. And if you are looking for fact-based, independent reporting all day, every day, follow me here on Instagram or here on Facebook. See you in the next video.